Astros taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. All right, just about set to go. And starting this one, Brandon Pfaadt. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Ripped on a line, makes the catch, and there's one down. Here's Profar down. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And he swings through that one.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Today's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Turang.
Down, ball.
On the ground to third, into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Turang aboard here at first with nobody out. Foul ball there.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And that just misses. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away. Here is Austin Riley.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
First and third, 1 down.
Nope, ball.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Next one just misses. And the count is even 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's bad. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Relay throw, and he's in there. And a run comes in to score. At the plate, Colton Cowser. There's a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count.
Strike.
That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
2 outs. Smoked to the left, base hit.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Not a bad pitch by any means. Down and away, right on the corner of the zone. Just a better swing, Boog. Stayed through it and hit it hard the other way.
Will Smith to the plate. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses across to first, and they get the out on Smith. They limit the damage here. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his fish when he's away. In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
The 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. And there's a ball. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Nimmo makes the catch, and there's one gone. And next to hit for Houston, Stephen Kwan. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throw to first in time.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Mark Vientos stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swings and misses. And it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Outside low. The count now 2-2. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. And we're all square. It's 1-1. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jonah Heim. And that one popped in the air, left field. Konai squeezes it, and that is that. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park, where these Phillies fans are geared up for another season. Their postseason run was cut short after they ran into a red-hot Mets team in the NLDS.
Yeah, that was a tough series to swallow for these fans.
Oh, wow, what a stop. Pretty nice play there. Lars Nootbaar digs in now.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
Siri pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here's Brandon Nimmo. On the ground, right side. Albies over to first in time. And they go down fast. 3 outs on 3 pitches. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Rhys Hoskins. Fought, 26 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And there's 1 down. And now it's Jose Siri. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. There's the strike. 1 out, bases empty.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. And he deals. Chop back up the middle. Bounces into the outfield, base hit. So the batting order turns over. Trey Turner up next for the Astros. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
They partnered back in 2023. Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Nimmo puts it away, and there's 2 down. Now batting Jurickson Profar. Grounded out his first time.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Line drive, base hit, right center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. The relay, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Bryce Turang. Darvish back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
And that's a check swing and a ball in the dirt. And now it's even 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Out to short, Turner. Sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
That one drilled left field. This one looks like trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Witt around second. The relay to third, and he's out. And here is Spencer Horwitz. Now a screamer into the outfield. Siri makes the catch, and that is that. Back here in Philadelphia as we go to the top of the 4th. Aaron Judge at the plate. Judge rips that one. Hauls it in for the out. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Booga, never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. Foul ball, still 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout. So next up for Houston, Steven Kwan. And ball 1. Towards first, Horowitz. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Philadelphia, now the third baseman, Austin Riley. And a foul ball.
You know, these Phils just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over.
Balls, 2 strikes.
That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits. So they might want to be a little more selective up there.
Base knock right for you. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser, and he's already singled in this game. Hard hit right side. Fires over to Hoskins. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. The batter now will be Will Smith. Grounded out to short in his first trip.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Can't get the glove to this one. It falls in.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Konai swings through it for strike
0 balls,
1.
1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Got him. Huge strikeout there. And now Lars Nootbaar. And that one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Makes the grab, and that will end the inning. We go to the top of the 5th, and now it's Mark Vientos. First pitch swinging.
It's 0-1.
Ground ball to the right side. Turang over to first in time. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Jonah Heim, the next to hit. Fly to left his first time. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
No ball.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Late swing, foul to the left. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty, and it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Flied to right his first time. He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that one out in front that time.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Astros put down in order. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Nimmo. The other way. And a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Line drive, and out number 1 on the grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And that one is lifted in the air. Judge really on his horse for this one. Brings it in. And there's 2 down. Spencer Horwitz stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 2 in this one. Line to left. Great effort, but it gets down.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Nimmo, the runner at third. Horwitz on at second with 2 down. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. Siri, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Ripped to short. Witt over to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Turner. High fly ball out towards left center. Conine sizing this one up and makes the grab. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Profar climbs in on that left side.
With 2 out and nobody on, you want to go right after this guy. He's the number 2 hitter, which means if he gets on, you've got some thunder coming up behind him.
Next offering way off the plate. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 6th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Colton Cowser. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And a swing and a miss.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Over to Albies. On to Hoskins. Double play. Next to hit, Griffin Conine.
Well, almost any time you roll over and send a 2-ball to short at this level, you can pretty much count on a double play. Middle infielders are just so reliable, and they work on these plays all the time, so it almost becomes like second nature.
That one the other way. And no one can get there. And that extends the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That's exactly what you're taught to do with that pitch, but it's not that easy to execute in a live at bat. Great job of staying on that breaking ball down and away and shooting it to the opposite field.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Fought back to work. There's a swing and a drive. And it's off the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
He takes it on his own. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. So digging in, Stephen Kwan.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Left field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. Maybe bluffing there as he returns to third. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. He's already homered here in this one. Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first in time. That's out number 3. Bottom of the 7th, and now for the Phillies, Brandon Nimmo. And that drops in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Inside. And the count 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Way inside, and that hit him. And now a huge at-bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Hit on the ground, might be two. There's one. On to Hoskins. Double play.
Well, that's what you hope for if you're out there on the mound. First and second, nobody out. Somehow get a ground ball. He got it right there. Nice double play by the infield.
So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. The 0-1. In the air, left field. And that is the inning. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We go to the 8th. And the batter now, Jonah Heim. Jose Ruiz gets the call from the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
The other way. To first. First out in the top of the 8th. And here is Hoskins.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that one wrapped foul. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. In the air, right field, Cowser. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 down, base is empty. And next to hit for Houston, Jose Siri. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Turner now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. That one down the line, and foul ball. 2 outs. Not close with that one, and the count is 1-2.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
On the ground to third. Fair ball. To third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, on to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Austin Riley. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Colton Cowser stands in for the Phillies.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Tap foul at the plate. And a foul ball. He stays alive. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. He's under it. Puts it away for the out. Will Smith stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 3. Fouled off down the right side. That one not close. Going to count 1 and 2.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Outside low, and the count is 2 and 2. Shot back to the mound, and he gloves it. Slings to first, and they get the out on Smith. And that'll do it. Back here in Philadelphia, we go to the 9th. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Jurickson Profar. Ruiz, 30 years old now, and he was born in Venezuela. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
It's Aaron Judge now.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
Grounder might be 2. Off balance speed. There's 1. How about that double play? Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Well, that at bat had a lot riding on it. Definitely one of the bigger ones in this game. So that double play is going to be one we look back on when this thing is over. Big time execute.
That one ran inside, almost got him. Fought off foul. Out there to center. That gets down for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And that one almost got him. That one ripped. And that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 9th. And now here is Griffin Conine. On the ground, right side. Albies in plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Here's the Phillies DH, Lars Nootbaar.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
0 for 3 in this one. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Weston Wilson. He comes to the plate in a huge spot in this one. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Tough spot for the pinch hitter, and he delivers.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Harrison Bader. A critical at bat in this game for him. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
And it's through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Couple of singles back to back. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 2 down. Last chance for the Phillies. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Bobby Witt Jr. down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the tying and maybe even a winning run. Swings and misses. That's strike 1. And a swing and a miss there.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times.
Got him, and that's the ball game. Darvish with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.